Are you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit. Are you?
Yeah.
Good. My name is Shane Burcaw, and I'm 20 years old. I have a disease called spinal muscular atrophy that is eventually going to kill me. I've been in a wheelchair since I was 2 years old. I love to laugh, and my life is pretty funny. My muscles have been deteriorating since I was a little kid. I never walked, I never even crawled. Today, there are very few physical activities I can accomplish on my own. Eventually, I will lose the limited amount of mobility I have left. Raising my arms off my lap will become impossible. I won't be able to hold my head up. Eventually, I'll lose the ability to speak on my own, eat on my own, even breathe on my own. And the worst part is that I have no control over any of this. It's terrifying. But if I've learned one thing throughout my life, it's that the human mind is extraordinary. I have complete control over my thoughts, my feelings, and my dreams, and that's one thing SMA will never take away from me. I can't outsmart my disease. SMA will eventually rob me of everything healthy people take for granted. I'm learning to accept those realities as they come.
The day he was diagnosed, we were at Children's Hospital in Philadelphia. The doctor puts probes into Shane's arms and legs. He didn't react, and I asked the doc, I said, is he ever gonna walk? And he said, no, probably not. It's the worst news a parent could ever possibly hear. We decided we weren't gonna let it get us down. We decided that we were gonna rise above it and try to learn as much as we possibly could from it and beat it as best as we possibly could. Laughing at My Nightmare is a pretty good spin-off of what we began.
When Shane started to write the blog and I started to read some of the stories on the blog, I know personally that from day one, I know Shane has been an amazing person and an inspiration to so many people. But to read his stories and to see people's reactions, I think is what really made it all so real. I started to realize how popular Shane was actually becoming.
Eventually, we both realized at the same time that this was more than just like a fad and that what I was doing really had potential. So an idea was born. We had no clue how to go about establishing a nonprofit, so some research was necessary.
When we were in the waiting room of the lawyer's office, I cannot tell you how nervous the two of us were. We had the most ridiculous nervous banter going back and forth between us because we had no idea what we were really going to be getting ourselves into.
I started a blog about my life on the internet. We're interested in taking the message of my blog and turning it into a nonprofit.
Have you thought about a name for the company?
Well, the name of my blog is Laughing at My Nightmare, and that kind of embodies our whole idea.
Our goal with Laughing at My Nightmare is to raise money for muscular dystrophy research and promote a message of positivity, basically with the simple message of laugh. Don't underestimate the power of a positive attitude. It really can change people's lives.
You often hear about how cold and impersonal the world is, but really it's just the opposite. Complete strangers who had never met me donated to the cause.
I'm absolutely totally, completely just blown away by what he's doing. And I have to say too that Shane didn't get to where he was by himself. His brother Andrew stuck by him throughout their growing process.
It's not only our mission to raise money for muscular dystrophy research, but also to laugh and to make others laugh with us.
He's just getting started. He's just begun to scratch the surface, and you're going to see a lot of Shane Burcaw coming up soon.
I've decided during the craziness of the past year that life is way too beautiful to give in so easily. I'm not going to go down without a hell of a fight, and I hope that you'll follow me every step of the way.